Today I wanted to do a budget video update. For this last pay period, I have decided that doing budgeting by pay period has been a lot easier for my family and I. So my husband gets paid every 2 weeks, and I get paid whenever I do things. And if you're new around here, my name is Libby, mom of the Bushman family. I make videos on being frugal and our simple family life. We are a debt-free family, and I like to teach about life, money, and all things Costco. So if you're interested in that, please hit the subscribe and join our community. So I have a side hustle. I had COVID in September, so I donate plasma, and I have a part-time job at the local university. So I get paid when I do my side hustle and when I decide to go donate plasma. And my part-time job at the university is starting to pick back up pretty much from middle of February, all of March, and a little bit of April. There was not work to do. So now that it's May, I've been able to pick up more hours and do more things. However, we the last 2 weeks had some more expenses than normal. So we went out of town and we stayed at a hotel for 2 nights, and that was around $200. And then we ate out while we were on our mini vacation out of town. And so that added more to our budget for food. And then what else did we spend money on? I don't know. It was just an expensive last 2 weeks. And one of my side hustles I did not do as much at, and so we didn't have as much income coming in. Anyway, so I went through and I did our budget. So my first paycheck of the month of May pays my mortgage, and we do tithing and a fast offering, and then I pay off 2 of our credit cards. Anyway, so those are my expenses for this paycheck. So our mortgage, our 2 credit cards, tithing, and fast offerings. Well, I added that all up with what we earned for the last 2 weeks, and we were $469.01 under. So what do you do when you're over your budget? What do you do when you don't have enough money to pay for the things that you've already bought, your expenses? So there's a couple things that we do as a family. One, we have a buffer. We have an emergency fund. It's in a different bank, and I keep it locked away so that we don't just spend it all the time. So that's my number one tip. Have an emergency plan. Have an emergency plan. Have an emergency account for your family. My second tip is, what else can you do to bring in more money? So for my side hustle, I wasn't paid for a couple of the jobs that I did. So I contacted those people and asked if they would be willing to pay me for the jobs I already did. So that brought in some money. And then I don't know if it's because it's the time of year or because I live by a university, but because I donate plasma, a lot of college-age students also donate plasma. So they all went home for spring and summer term. So my plasma donation center has been sending out bonus text messages. So this one says, "Dear Libby, we missed you. If you come in before this date, we will give you so-and-so extra for a bonus." And when I was doing our budget on Wednesday, I remembered that I had received one of these texts from the Donation Plasma Center. So it was, if you come in and donate, we'll give you an extra $50. Well, because I have been donating plasma for COVID, every time I go in, I get $100, which is pretty nice. It's extra money and it has helped our family. But for the last couple months, I've stopped going as often. So I went on Monday, and because I had this text message bonus, they paid me $150 to come donate plasma. So $469 minus $150 is like around $300, right? That I have left. Maybe $290 is where I'd be at. Because I'm at $460. No, I'd be at $310. I'm really good at math. Anyway, so I have $310 extra that I need to pick up. Well, for my side hustle, I asked for them to pay me, and I think I received about $110. So now I'm at $200 that I need to come up with before our credit cards are due. Well, my credit cards are due on the 14th of every month. And so I have all next week to do more side hustle, and I could go donate plasma again. So instead of taking the $469.01 from our emergency fund, I can hustle. I can create income to fill in for our expenses. Well, the other thing about credit cards are you have a due date, and then you have a please pay everything by date. And I always try and pay it by the due date. But really, if I needed to hustle a little bit more, I could have that flexibility. It's like, to be honest, I don't even know. I think it's probably 2 weeks. But I think if I hustle and I go donate plasma one more time, then we won't have to take anything out of our emergency fund. So tell me the ideas that you have down below in the comments. What do you do when you're when you're over budget instead of taking money out of your emergency fund? Tell me your ideas, your tips, and your tricks. Do you sell things on the side? Facebook Marketplace is a great place to get extra money. Oh, and I live in a place that has a kid consignment shop. And so I've been taking our kids' clothes when they grow out of them. I have a boy and then a girl. And so some things translate, but some things don't. And so once my daughter grows out of things, I take it to our consignment shop. And that's easy enough to do. I probably could make more money selling that kind of stuff on Facebook Marketplace, but that's more time. And lately I feel like time is money, and so if that's not worth it to you, then it's not a good thing to do. Anyway, tell me down below your tips and tricks. How do you create more income when you're over budget? Anyway, hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon.